lately a lot of attack by politicians, especially from the Tangatanga wing, on civil servants who are unable to adequately defend themselves. We have seen the Deputy President and his associates warn CSS and PSS he believes are standing on his way to learn from history. Some of the Deputy President's associates have ominously asked Cabinet Secretary Matiang'I and PS Karanja Kibisho to learn from the fates of the late Professor George Saitoti and Joseph Kaiseri. These are very loaded and desperate warnings that should not be wished away. But we also want to tell the Deputy President that he should also be prepared to learn from the history of other Deputy Presidents in the past that he wants us to study from. We are, however, not surprised that Ruto has gone on this tangent again, ranting and cursing with the characteristic anger and bitterness at people he believes owes him the presidency. It is not just about BBI or the presidency. Ruto is angry because the taps of corruption have run dry and the fake projects he used to launch are no longer available. For these, he must face the president, not civil servants. The DP likes to remind everyone who cares to listen that he is the second in command. Yet his obsession with civil servants, who are ideally his juniors, underlines a deep insecurity, painting him as one not sure of himself, his worth, and his future. He has only two options: face the president or get out of government and chart a new career path. We want to remind the DP that the civil servants he is attacking are not the problem. The problem is his vile character and politics of entitlement, division, and anger at a time the nation is focused on reconciliation, forgiveness, and unity. We will never tire of reminding the DP that he is his own worst enemy and must confront his demons. For a man who spends so much time hanging around churches, we are amazed he hasn't found someone competent enough to pray for him to arrest his fast unraveling political career. Ruto is pursuing his presidential ambitions at a wrong time, in a wrong way, and probably in a wrong country. That is the end of the written statement.
Asante sana. Kwa sababu wananchi wengi wanazungumza lugha ya Kiswahili, nitasoma ujumbe huu kwa lugha ya Kiswahili, alafu nitaita marafiki zangu wengine waje kuzungumza nao. Ningependa kusema hivi: sisi ni wabunge ambao tuko hapa, tunaitwa wanasheria. Matamshi yetu pale nje ambayo tunayazungumza ni ya muhimu kwa sababu ni ujumbe tunapatia wananchi. Hivi juzi mlivyoona ujumbe uliotokea ni kuwa marafiki wa naibu wa rais walikuwa na matamshi ya uchafu, kumtusi Mheshimiwa Matiang'I, kumtusi Mheshimiwa Kibicho. Matamshi mengine hatuwezi kuyasema hapa, lakini jambo la kwanza tungependa kusema ni hili: hawa vijana ndugu zetu marafiki wa naibu wa rais kuleta jina la mzee Saitoti ambaye alifariki na jina la Mheshimiwa Kaiseri ambao ni Wamasai ambao wanaheshimika Kenya na Afrika nzima, kuwa Matiang'I ajue ni nini kilichomtendekea Kaiseri na Saitoti. Maana yake ni nini? Tungependa kujua sisi. Jambo la pili, siasa ya Kenya ambayo saa hii imeanza ni siasa ambayo watu wanataka kuturudisha mwaka 2007. Kwanza unaleta matamshi ya uchochezi, alafu unaleta matamshi ambayo ni ya kufanya wananchi waanze kufikiria kuwa Kenya iko vitani. Kenya haiko vitani. Sisi tungependa kukubaliana ama tusikubaliane juu ya BBI. Sisi tungependa kusema kuwa naibu wa rais ana jukumu na ni haki yake kutafuta kazi ya kuwa rais wa nchi ya Kenya. Hatuna shida na hiyo. Lakini matamshi yale ambayo yeye, kama vile dadangu Gladys Wanga amesema, mtu ambaye ajisema kila weekend aenda kanisa, lazima aanze kuangalia wale vijana na wale wanasiasa ambao wanatembea na yeye ni mambo gani wanayozungumza hapa nchini kwetu Kenya. Hatutaki nchi yetu tena turudi mahali tulipokuwa mwaka 2007. Kwanza unaanza siasa ya matusi, alafu unaleta siasa ya chuki, baada ya hapo unaanza siasa ya vita. Hatutaki kurudi hapo. Na mimi kama mwananchi ambaye anatoka eneo wakilishi kule Kisii na ni Mkisii, hao vijana walikuwa nasema ati sisi twala watu. Juzi walikuwa nasema Wajaluo ndio wanapenda kuvunja vitu. Kwa hivyo mnataka kuchukua wananchi wa Kenya, muanze kuwaweka vigewa, muanze kutugawa, muanze kusema wale wako pale, wale wanafanya hivi. Sisi wananchi wa Kenya tuna jukumu la kuhakikisha tuwe na nchi ambayo haina vita, wananchi waongee pamoja, tukubaliane. Kama ni BBI itapita, ipite, ikishindwa, ishindwe. Tuende kupiga kura tukijua kuna demokrasia, hakutakuwa na wizi wa kura, na sisi mtu yule ambaye atashinda ama kushindwa, tuhakikishe nchi yetu imebaki salama. So tungependa kuuliza naibu wa rais, tunakuheshimu, tafadhali na wewe utuheshimu. Tafadhali na wewe utuheshimu. Ukija kule Kisii na unasema sisi ni wachawi, utangojea uone ni Mkisii gani atakupa kura wewe. Mungu akubariki.
His supporters. The statements that have been made, the irresponsible statements that have been made. I saw Honorable Ishungwa talk about how Matiang'I can eat people. We have seen a lot of his supporters in his presence make statements that are extremely irresponsible and that the kind of statements that can actually divide the country. We are urging the Deputy President. First and foremost, he needs to call off his dogs. He needs to tell them off. We need to see him doing it. If he doesn't do it, as far as we are concerned, this is him who is speaking. When he goes after Matiang'I, who is actually an appointment of the president, the same president he keeps claiming is his friend and his boss, what is he telling us? If he has a problem with Matiang'I, if he has a problem with Kibisho, he can't come and tell us about it. He's a part of the presidency. I assume that he can actually solve, or we assume that he can actually solve that problem within his office. The fact that they're making it a political conversation. I come from the National Administration and Security Committee. I have not seen a complaint brought to our committee in regard to Kibisho, in regard to Matiang'I. So the fact that all they're doing is make political conversations about these appointees. This is about doing politics. This is about dividing the country. It is about splitting the country and then confusing the country from focusing on what is a matter of note at this point, which is actually the Building Bridges Initiative and the report. So we want to tell them we're not going to get carried away in the noise. We're not going to get carried away in the insults. We want to urge Tanga, we want to urge the chairman, the deputy president, to step down. Let Kenyans focus on BBI, let Kenyans read the report, let Kenyans discuss it. It doesn't matter how many insults you're going to pour at people who have been appointed. We will read that report. We will discuss it as Kenyans, and we will discuss it with respect. Finally, these irresponsible statements, as my colleagues have made, we have seen this before. You start with irresponsible statements,
Yes.
You start with incitement, then you go into incitement, then you split the country, then you go into a war. We are calling them to account now. When a political leader stands in a platform and says, "Huyu ni mshenzi," what are you saying to the rest of the country? When we see leaders insult women, members of parliament, what are you telling the rest of the country? Why are you trying to get us into a place of hate? Why are you trying to get us into a place of division? The president and the former prime minister, who were the people who were actually competing in 2017, have made peace. What is this you are fighting about? Who are you fighting on behalf of? So we as members of parliament are putting these leaders on notice, and we are telling them that as we move forward, we are going to hold you to account for every statement that you make. We will not allow statements to be made, incitements to be made, accusations like the ones we've just had, allegations against what happened to Kaiseri or what happened to Saitoti to be made, and then we don't question you. We are going to hold you to account. And as this team, we're actually going to also look for other opportunities to do formal complaints against some of these statements. We're not just, this is not politics. Politics cannot be made of making statements like those. It can't be made of hate and division. We have to find another way of doing politics. Thank you very much.
Support and be in agreement with what my colleagues have already said. Indeed, for the last 1 week, we have been treated to a lot of circus as a country. We have had some team, so-called Tanga now, which has gone out on rampage, abusing some of the people, and including senior government officials. For instance, over the weekend, when I was away in Dubai on official duty, I saw some hecklers, some of them saying that the CS Fred Matiang'I cannot even win as an MCA from Kisii, that they can even leave Kalenjin and come to Kisii and contest with him, and they will defeat him. That was very reckless. The CS comes from my constituency. I know he's capable. He has the ability of becoming anything in this country. But let me assure them that the CS is above MP, it's above governor, it's above the senator, and those who think he's joking around, let them be prepared for his candidature. They should know he's going to be their opponent. So those hecklers should stop, and they should stop meddling with issues of the Kisii people. They've abused us enough as a community, and they should know that Matiang'I has a constituency, he has a community, and they also have the numbers which they think they do. Thank you. Any question?
You're saying that Matiang'I is ready for his candidature.
Yes.
What type of candidature?
I'm saying it's above governor, it's above senator, it's above MP. So you should know the kind of candidate I'm talking about. And of course, at some point it will be open and they will run for the positions we are talking about. If I've said it's above all this, then you should know what is remaining.
Are you short of declaring that Matiang'I is going for Prime Minister?
He's eligible. He has all the, actually, in the current setup, he's a Prime Minister. In the current setup, he's a super CS. He's above everybody else. And actually, even this issue, we only have one appointing authority in this country. We don't have two. And when the CS was saying he reports directly to the president is appointing authority. Huyu mwingine anafikiria yako na hiyo authority yake si amfute kazi leo basi tuone. Yeah. Obviously you report to one person. I'm a member, I'm a commissioner of the Parliamentary Service Commission, which is actually the body governing parliament. We have the chairman who is Speaker J.B. Muturi. He is the boss. I cannot start ordering members of parliament to report it to me. I am not the boss. Speaker Muturi is the boss. Yeah. In every setup, kuna boss. Na hiyo, the appointing authority in this country is only one. Yeah.
Is Ruto afraid of facing Matiang'I in the ballot?
Actually, he's afraid of facing the president on these issues in the first place. I mean, the writing is clear. On Wednesday last week, when this BBI issue, it was so clear. It was just a passenger in the whole thing. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
To us as a community is very disturbing, and we take the mention of those two leaders very seriously, and we are concerned because these were not just leaders, but they were also people who had children. Their children are still here. There are people who left widows. Their widows are still here. And we are surprised when leaders mention those two leaders in such a reckless manner. we want Ruto to come out clearly, because we know, as far as we are concerned, the late Ngaiseri died of natural causes. But Ruto should come out and tell the country what he knows.
Exactly.
We also know that the late Saitoti died of an accident. But Ruto seems to know better. So he should come and tell us how those two leaders died. And also, we know that the leaders who spoke are speaking on behalf of Ruto. Yes. So I would want the DCIO to call Ruto, for Ruto to say what he knows about the death of these two leaders. Because we are not taking it as a community. We are not taking it kindly. We are not. These are people, we mourned their death. This is a gap that has been left, that has not been filled so far. How can leaders go and call these two heroes who departed from us in such a reckless manner? We are concerned as a community, and we want Ruto to stop using leaders to talk on his behalf. Let him come out and tell Kenyans what he knows about the death of these two people. Because as a community, we will guarantee you, we are not leaving this thing. We want to pursue it. We want to know how those two leaders died. Thank you.